everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Bethany. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome hypermobile type and a feeding tube and many other chronic illnesses that came along with it. But today I really wanted to discuss what it's like to love someone who has EDS, because loving someone with EDS isn't always easy, but it can bring a level of empathy, understanding, patience, resilience, and challenges as well that few relationships ever reach. It's one of the most eye-opening and incredible experiences once you understand what we go through on a daily basis, and we meaning EDS patients. EDS is a group of 13 heritable connective tissue disorders, with hypermobile EDS being the most common. That is also the type that I have. EDS is much more than hypermobility. It also affects your organs, your digestive system, autonomic nervous system, your blood pressure and heart rate, and your energy level, and so much more. It makes the collagen in our bodies faulty, so as you can imagine, the collagen is the glue that holds our bodies together, and having that be faulty causes a ton of chaos in our bodies. Having EDS consumed me so much that I did not realize that my husband felt helpless during the very difficult moments with having EDS. So it was very eye-opening to be able to see what we could accomplish if we worked together, and he could only see what was happening from the outside. And so I had to learn how to communicate with him patiently and politely about what was happening on the inside. And together we were able to work at it, and eventually he was able to pick up on how I was feeling due to cues such as if I stayed in bed all day, if I got out of bed, if I made the bed, if I got up and got dressed, if I stayed in, or if I went outside. How many chores did I do that day? Did I drive that day, or did he have to drive that day? Because I love to drive, so if he has to drive, there's something wrong. How I talk, the pacing, the tone, and the volume in my voice. If I talk quietly, I'm in more pain. And if I was irritable or had trouble focusing that day, how I walked, if I had a limp in my walk, if I was leaning on things, if I was walking more slow with more pauses, all of that are cues as to how I'm feeling. And yeah, it was just a very eye-opening experience for both of us, and we both had to learn how to communicate to each other. And now he's seeing how I really feel, and he has empathy and more patience, and he's not seeing my invisible illness as invisible anymore. It is definitely visible to him. And I think it's really important to listen and believe the person who has EDS or a chronic health condition. Don't question them when they say they're in pain. And this also includes when you think that they look fine. They could be dressed up for an event and ready to go, and then chronic illness hits, and suddenly 10 minutes later, they're in pain and they're suffering. So it's really unpredictable, and our bodies are very unreliable in that sense. And so we are forced to go with the flow, but people who are not us, sometimes it can be really hard to pick up on stuff like that, especially when it happens within 10 minutes. And I know that there are days that I'm going by hour to hour or minute to minute to see how I feel, if I can go out that day. And as you all know, I love to go on mountain adventures and just adventures around the city and take you with me. And sometimes I can't do that. I plan and I have everything ready to go. I even want to interview some of the business owners here in Calgary, and I wake up that morning and I'm just not well at all. I'm either in severe pain or I'm throwing up because of feeding tube issues, and it could be very tough to cancel, especially when I have things that are booked for that day. So if you have a date that you're going on and you both are really excited to go out on a date, please don't get mad at your partner if they cancel, because I can assure you they want to go. Otherwise they wouldn't be in that relationship. So yeah, just please don't take it personally. Other things that you can do to help someone who has EDS is educating yourself on EDS or their health condition, such as their symptoms, their triggers, or any health conditions that come along with it. And stay far, far away from a fix-it type of attitude. We do not need to be fixed. This is a major struggle for a lot of people because it can be really difficult to see your loved one struggling so much with pain, fatigue, nausea, whatever their symptoms are. And I know that you want to help, but trying to fix them will make it far worse. And also the have you tried will make it far worse. So instead, try stating alternatives such as, how can I show my support? And also, can I just sit here with you? And that, I guarantee you, will make your partner feel more seen, more loved and cared for, and validated. I also had to teach my husband how he could physically help me. And what I mean by this is he learned how to set up my feeding tube. He learned how to set up all of my pain meds, crush them in a pill crusher, and put them in a syringe with lukewarm water so that I can take them through my feeding tube. He had to learn how to schedule rest breaks throughout the day if we were going on a mountain adventure or something else like that. And because he learned all of these things and he learned my cues, he now makes sure that I'm getting enough rest throughout the day. He'll schedule movie time in the evening or whenever needed. And he'll make sure that I'm hydrated. And yes, I do have a Organika electrolyte discount code for you guys in the description box below. You will get 28% off of every single order that you place with them. And yeah, he helps me up ramps when I'm in my wheelchair. He always asks me if he can touch my wheelchair first before he pushes me somewhere. This is another really major thing. You always want to make sure that it is okay to touch the wheelchair before you touch it. Otherwise, it is literally like pushing someone out of the way if you don't ask. And he'll make sure that everything is within reachable distance. If I'm laying down, I have my phone charger, my laptop, the remote control, all of my fluids and everything else that I need. He makes sure that it is accessible and within reach. And all of this really adds up. Even when I'm flaring and stuff like that, obviously I need more help. And he'll help walk me to the bathroom, take a shower, and do all of those things. He doesn't do everything for me, but he does the things that help me strive and be successful throughout the day in order for me to push forward. I don't want someone to do everything for me. That's not what this is about at all. We all have motivations and goals and accomplishments throughout the day, and we are not lazy. That's something I really wanted to throw out there. So as you've just heard, there are many ways to care for someone who has EDS or other chronic health conditions, and it's really important to communicate to your partner, and communication is key. I can't say that enough, and it really takes teamwork to make the dream work. Disabled relationships come with unique challenges and learning curves, but they are just as romantic, fulfilling, and adventurous as able-bodied relationships. I hope this vlog gave you some type of insight into what it's like to love and care for someone who has EDS. Please subscribe if you felt that this vlog was helpful. The more subscribers we have, the higher the visibility on YouTube, which means hopefully we can help more people that way and gain resources and hopefully interview more local healthcare professionals as well, so that people have more information and are just more resourceful in general. That is it for today, guys. I hope you are in as little pain as you possibly can be. I hope you have a ton of adventures planned, and I hope you always remember that you are indeed incurably awesome. I'll see you next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Bye for now.